In 1948, everything changed. With British support and the trauma of the Holocaust, Zionist militias declared a new state, the modern State of Israel, on lands already inhabited by the Palestinian people. Over 850,000 Palestinians were expelled or fled, their villages destroyed or repopulated, an event Palestinians call the Nakba, the catastrophe. This wasn't a 3,000-year-old conflict reigniting. It was a new conflict created in 1948, born from displacement, colonization, and the struggle over land and identity. So why do so many still say it's a 3,000-year-old war? Because calling it ancient makes it sound unsolvable. It hides responsibility. It turns a 20th-century colonial conflict into a religious destiny. It tells the world, it's not politics, it's fate. But it's not fate, it's history, and history has causes, decisions, and consequences. The truth is, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is not thousands of years old. It is 77 years old, rooted in the events of 1948, the dispossession of one people and the establishment of a state for another. They call it a 3,000-year-old conflict. They say it's not about land, or law, or power, but destiny. Yet behind this ancient story lies a very modern strategy, a political weapon forged in myth, used to shape policy, justify war, and pull America's might into its orbit. This is how the extremist Israeli politicians use the myth of biblical conflict to rewrite reality, and the world follows. The story begins with a simple but powerful idea. This land was promised to us 3,000 years ago. In politics, that's not history, that's ownership. For extremist politicians, the myth of eternal conflict transforms occupation into return and expansion into defense. By invoking ancient prophecy, they turn modern borders into sacred lines. It's not coincidence, it's strategy. Because when you turn politics into theology, you silence debate. Since the 1970s, extremist parties in Israel, from Likud to the religious Zionist bloc, have built their ideology around the myth of ancient entitlement. They say the conflict isn't 77 years old, it's 3,000. That makes it eternal, unsolvable, divine. By claiming biblical ownership, these leaders justify every settlement, every wall, every act of displacement as part of a historic restoration. It's not colonization,